Hey everyone, welcome. And today we initiate research on Yerbae Brands. Now, it's a US-based company that trades on the TSX, and it's revolutionizing the energy drink market. Now, the company recently announced its expansion into an additional 100 Costco locations, and we'll speak to the CEO, Todd Gibson, about more. He's a man who led multiple exits in the space. But first, here is Todd on why him and Carrie Gibson started Yerbae.
When we launched this company, it was all about creating a moment for ourselves, right? After she sold the business, for us, we were looking to clean up our diets, clean up our lifestyle, bring a healthier alternative, right? Something that we're proud to give to our family, friends, and kids. And we knew that we didn't want to have sugar in the product, but we didn't know exactly what that was when we started the ideation phase. So we took a little trip around the world. We tried herbs and spices in their organic form, whether it was in China or the UK or South America, Central America. And we fell in love with yerba mate. And oh my God, we started steeping it at home. And one day, we just wanted it cold. We poured it in with sparkling water, and we looked at each other and we're like, I cannot believe this. Nobody is doing this in the marketplace. Nobody was delivering a caffeinated sparkling water. So the concept came to be at that point. We fell in love with yerba mate. It's known to produce 196 different vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants for your body. But the secret sauce for us is it produces natural caffeine that your body knows how to use and discard efficiently. It doesn't give you the shakes or jitters like coffee or some of the other synthetic or artificial caffeine sources will do for you. And the rest is history. Now we've launched the brand, and fast forward now, we've now sold over 30 million cans to consumers in the United States in just less than 5 years, and the business just keeps growing.
All right, my play is Celsius Holdings shares feeling awfully pumped up today on news that Wedbush named the energy drink a top overall pick. CELH is down 10% this year.
In just 5 years, Yerbae has achieved remarkable growth, similar to what its competitor, Celsius, accomplished in 12 years. Now, back in 2019, Celsius stock was trading around $3 or $4. Now it's soared to over $90. Interestingly, Monster Energy is the #1 performing stock in history, and that just illustrates the potential of companies within this industry.
So Jeremy, there's been so many incredible moments within the company, but there's one that's really standing out, and we're seeing it live right in front of us in the marketplace. There's obviously an energy drink down here in the US called Celsius. It's one of the fastest growing energy drinks in the world. And it's a very interesting path that they were on, and very comparable to the path that we're on. We're both a healthier alternative in the marketplace. The consumers are clearly transitioning from the artificial or synthetic energy drinks and looking for a healthier alternative, hence why Celsius is winning, why we're winning in the marketplace, and some others are winning in the marketplace. But there's an interesting trend that if you go back, and the viewers of this, take a look. It took Celsius 12 years to get to the same level in sales that it took us in 5. It took them substantially more cash to get to that same level than it did for us. We operate with fantastic gross margins, and we're seeing this consumer acceptance of our brand. And one of the things that we are most proud of is, when the consumers go and they pick up our product, right? There's only 8 total ingredients inside of our product. You go look at our peers, our competitors, they have up to 32 or 36 ingredients in there. It's typically heavy in sugar, heavy in artificial and synthetic ingredients, where ours are just simply made from plants and water. We keep it as simple as we possibly can. And that growth trajectory that we're seeing out of our brand, last year we closed at $7.2 million in sales. This year we had forecasted out to the marketplace $12.5 million in net sales. US, by the way, US sales. And you can do the math. Look at our press release from January, look at our press release from February. The trajectory of our business is going absolutely in the right direction. I'm not allowed to give you where I think where I think that final number will be unless I broadcast it publicly to everybody. But I believe that we're a story worth watching. And if you look at the historical data, the investors, your community, they would be able to make some decisions on their own if this is the right type of stock or brand to put into their portfolio.
Another interesting note here is the cap table. Now, the investors in Yerbae are some pretty impressive names and some pretty impressive outfits. Now, what I also like is Todd and his internal team owns about 91% of the stock, and it's locked up for 18 months.
So our company has a very unique cap table. We have the co-founder of Sprouts Farmers Market that invested into our company. We have ex-CPG folks from Kraft, from Coca-Cola, from Pepsi that have all invested into our beverage company. But we have one that kind of stands out above the rest. We've got a company that had made an equity stake into our business back in 2019 called Performance Food Group. And for those of you that don't know who Performance Food Group, it's a publicly traded company called PFGC, that's their ticker symbol. And Performance Food Group is the world's third largest food and beverage distributor. And what really makes this relationship so unique and different than any of our other distributor relations is you can walk into any Facebook campus and you'll find our products in the Facebook lounges. You'll find it in the Snapchat, LinkedIn, Intel, Microsoft, the Goldman Sachs building, places like that all across the country. You'll find our product merchandise in there, which of those spaces are typically reserved only for Coca-Cola products or Pepsi-Cola products. But in our particular case, because of our relationship with this behemoth, who is potentially a strategic for the company long-term, right, gives us that opportunity to compete with the biggest companies in the world at the most intimate settings in the marketplace, the at-work locations where people, they're drinking this at their desk, right? You're making that unique connection. And when they walk out of work, boy, they can find us on shelf at their local grocery stores. They can find us on shelf at Costco, right? So on and so forth.
Now, the exciting news for Yerbae brand is their recent expansion into 131 additional club store locations. Now, we did a little dig dive, and it looks like this is Costco. Now, this move will significantly raise their brand awareness and make their innovative products more accessible to consumers across the country, all of which contribute to the company's rapidly growing presence in the market.
So what's really unique for us is our brand, while we compete within the food service space, we compete in small store as well as grocery store, there's another massive channel within the marketplace, that being the club stores. And one of those very unique relationships we started back in 2021. It started just 5 clubs, went to 10, then eventually went to 50 clubs. Now we just received the announcement that they're expanding us to an incremental 100 new clubs, which will bring us to roughly 25% of those outlets here in the United States. And it's very exciting because that has such a meaningful benefit to the business. And that club retailer, if you want to learn more, you can go to our social media and you'll see where our teams are sampling, where we're selling the product, where those locations are that the consumers can go and buy it. And quite frankly, for investors, it's a very exciting moment within the company.
So, with its innovative products, strong growth margin, and experienced leadership, Yerbae Brands presents an interesting opportunity for investors. And the company has experienced more growth in the past 4 months than its entire previous year. And as the company continues to disrupt the traditional energy drink market and attract attention from major players in the industry, the potential for a lucrative exit seems increasingly possible.
So within the last 4 months alone, if you look back at the company historical financials, you look back at what's available in the marketplace, you're going to see a very unique trend. And let me put a couple pieces together for the audience here. In the last 4 months, we have bottled more product, more cans, and placed them into the marketplace than we did in the previous 12 months combined. It's just incredible what we're seeing from the growth. And you see that reflected, of course, in our sales as well. There's a new trajectory that the business is on, and that growth trajectory is supporting this fast expanding business with our 16-ounce. And our 16-ounce cans are now reflecting roughly 82% of our business and continuing to grow. Now, while our 12-ounce is a smaller percentage, that's growing at a fantastic rate as well. But what's happening in 16-ounce is a truly special moment that's making that connectivity to the consumers. Keep an eye on us. I think there's a lot to come.